It's time to play a quiz. We haven't played a quiz in a while, and I have made it. 13 questions, NFL trivia. I would encourage anyone listening to play along. You can do so by just pausing the video when the question gets asked. Answering the question, you can type it out in the comments section, and then you can hear the answer afterwards. And then we'll see how many you get right. Some of these are different types of questions, right? Some of these are open-ended. Some of them are multiple choice. And I'll let you know whenever we get to that. I'll be counting up the points here. You can get a 1 point per correct answer, and it's 13 questions in total. So a little bit of NFL history and trivia. If you want to play along, listening, feel free. Are you ready, Smokey?
Yeah, I want to add the caveat that I suck at trivia, but yes, I am ready.
What is your goal in terms of points? There are There's 13, and then
my goal.
There's one question where you can get 3 points.
Oh, okay.
So you can get up to 15 points.
All right, so I'm gonna say my goal is half. Well, I guess 9. I'll say 9 points.
9 points. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but we'll see what you can do. Let's start this off. Which team plays at Hard Rock Stadium?
Hard Rocks. The Raiders. I almost said Oakland.
It's the Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
Play at Hard Rock Stadium, Miami. Now it's a bit tricky because that stadium has a lot of different names.
They call it. I thought the Vegas one was Hard Rock. Okay.
I'm not sure what that one is. Might be a similar, but the Hard Rock Stadium is the Dolphins one. All right. Question.
If you go to Vegas, there's Hard Rocks everywhere. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're all over the world.
I just assumed that. All right.
Only 2 teams have ever hosted 3 straight conference championship games at home. One of them was the 2018-2020 Kansas City Chiefs, coached by Andy Reid. Who was the head coach of the other team that managed to do it?
All right, read the first part of the question again.
There was only 2 teams that ever hosted 3 straight conference championship games. So 3 straight conference championship games at home. The Chiefs did it between 18 and 20. Yeah. So the last 3 years at this point.
Yes.
Who was the head coach of the single other team that did it? I'll give you a hint. It was an NFC team.
Oh, well, my first thought was Bill Belichick.
Yeah, never did it.
So my second guess would be... Oh, man. It would be nice to know what era we're talking about.
21st century.
Okay.
That's another hint. It's in the 21st century.
So is it not Mike McCarthy?
It's not Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, that wouldn't be right anyway, because a lot of times they were lower seeds coming into those games.
I think they had the 1 seed, if at all, only once.
Yeah, that makes sense. Huh. That's a tough one. Wonder. Well, you give me a hint. Is it a coach that is currently still coaching?
Yes.
Okay. Couldn't be Sean McVay. Couldn't be Shanahan.
He's not coaching the same team now with which he did it.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say Pete Carroll.
Yeah. No. One more try.
Not Andy Reid. Arians, Bruce Arians.
You just had it. You
almost had it. Andy Reid?
It was kind of a trick question. Yeah,
it was because he was in the NFC. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was Andy Reid did it with the Chiefs, and Andy Reid is the only coach who ever did it. He did it twice with the Chiefs, and he did it between 2002 and 2004 with the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's amazing that he's the only one to do it twice.
Yeah, it's setting the tone for some tricky questions.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get any of these. My goal is now 1.
We got some multiple choice ones, so maybe you have a better shot here. Who was the youngest player ever inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Was it A, Barry Sanders, B, Marshall Faulk, C, Gale Sayers, or D, Curtis Martin?
I'm gonna go with Gale Sayers.
That is correct. Gale Sayers
awesome.
he was 34 when he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Barry Sanders was 36. He's known for retiring early, so I kind of expected you to take Barry Sanders. But yes, Gale Sayers is correct.
Would Megatron be the youngest if he goes in, or is he already past 34?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he was like in his around 30, right, when he retired.
It was really,
so he's
really early.
He's probably 35, 36. So he'll be up there as well. Which NFL mascot is known for bungee jumping off the stadium as part of the pregame show during home games? Is it A, Billy Buffalo, B, Jackson DeVille, C, Pat Patriot, or D, Staley the Bear?
Man, you know what? I don't think I've ever actually saw the pregame of this happening. You would like to think it would be the Bills because of their crazy antics as far as their fans go. Dude, I don't think I've ever seen a mascot bungee jump. I'll go with the Jaguars.
It's correct. Jackson DeVille does it every home game. The way that I learned about this is because I saw a meme about this on Twitter. Because the Jaguars were so terrible when they showed like Trevor Lawrence giving an interview, and you could see in the background on the screen him jumping off the bungee jumping off the stadium. They were like, the mascot's killing himself. He's had enough. He's hopping off the stadium. But then I learned in the comments he does it. Like the guy he does it in the full suit too. Yeah. And the helmet and everything, bungee jumping off the stadium at home games, which is
never seen
impressive.
a Jacksonville pregame at all.
Yeah, interesting. They got a party going. I think Billy Buffalo more likely just go to a table.
Yeah,
but that's another point.
That would be fitting.
Which Hall of Fame quarterback was drafted by the same team that he later earned a gold jacket with? Is it A, Steve Young, B, John Elway, C, Terry Bradshaw, or D, Len Dawson?
Well, John Elway never left.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I'll go with John Elway.
The answer is Terry Bradshaw.
Oh, well,
Terry Bradshaw was drafted.
With the Patriots. I mean, the Steelers.
Drafted by the Steelers and also played for the Steelers, earned his honor for the Steelers. Len Dawson was drafted by the Steelers, played for the Chiefs. Steve Young drafted by the Bucks, but played mostly for the Niners. And this is a tricky one, but John Elway was the original Eli Manning. He was drafted by the Baltimore Colts, refused to play for them, and they had to trade him to the Broncos, where he later earned his honor. He never played a snap for the Colts, but they technically drafted him. So Terry Bradshaw was the correct answer.
See, after I heard Elway, I was like, no way, because he stayed there the whole time. I didn't even listen to Bradshaw. Yeah. But if I would have thought about it, I would have been like, okay, so there's two choices here.
Yeah. All right, question number 6. Who is the only NFL head coach that refuses to have his likeness represented in the Madden video games?
Bill Belichick.
That's correct.
I knew that one.
You knew it, or you just intuitively knew it because?
Well, both. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it?
It kind of, yeah. It makes all the sense in the world. Yes, Bill Belichick, of course. Who else? Question number 7. Which of the following statements is true of Raiders quarterback Derek Carr? A. He's the only player in the NFL to wear number 4. B. He's a member of the Church of Scientology. C. He is neighbors with John Gruden. Or D. He's diabetic and commonly receives insulin injections on the sideline between drives.
Wow.
Let me know if you need me to repeat any of that.
I mean, the neighbors with John Gruden is possible. Maybe not at this point because John Gruden may have already left town. Is he a diabetic? I think. Hold on. Who else wears number 4? You always see that meme of a likely number 4. That was a college player, though. Who else? I'm going to go with diabetic.
The answer is his neighbor is John Gruden.
No way. Really? He hasn't left yet?
I specifically checked, and it says on his Wikipedia he's still neighbors with his former head coach, John Gruden. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess he decided to stay there, huh?
The most famous, the other most famous number 4, probably Dak Prescott.
Oh, but yeah, Dak's number 4.
But who would ever think of Dak Prescott?
Yeah, exactly.
So he is neighbors with John Gruden. Question number 8. This is one where you can earn 3 points. In 2021, Micah Parsons became only the 4th linebacker since the merger to make the All-Pro team as a rookie. Can you name the other 3? 1 point each.
Christ. No multiple choice on that one, huh?
Nope. You just name all 3. 1 point each.
Man.
Rookie linebackers as All-Pro.
I think Deion Jones got cited. Jesus. Dude, that one's tough. Like,
yeah.
I could sit here all day trying to think of those names. I'm out of 3 points on that one. Who you got?
You don't want to guess?
Like, what years?
2 relatively modern and 1 a bit older.
Dick Butkus.
2 more?
I don't know. I give up.
Okay, so the answers are Lawrence Taylor, Patrick Willis, and Darius Leonard.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. Darius Leonard you might have heard of, because that's not that long ago. That was only a couple years.
Oh, yeah.
Just impressive.
I guess he made it in the first season, huh?
Yeah, all rookies.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Shows how much I know about defense.
I mean, I would have only gotten Darius Leonard, honestly, if you ask me. Because it was so recently. Lawrence Taylor, you could have just guessed because he was outstanding, right? And even though Patrick Willis played for the Niners, when he started his career, I wasn't watching, so I wouldn't have known that either. But
I guess Butkus didn't, huh?
Yeah, I guess he didn't. Yeah. Those are the only 3.
Yeah.
Question number 9. Who is the only player to date to play in both a Super Bowl as well as an MLB World Series? A. Deion Sanders. B. Russell Wilson. C. Drew Henson. Or D. Bo Jackson.
I don't think Bo Jackson played enough to get. I don't think he went to a Super Bowl. I know Deion Sanders played in the World Series. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Deion Sanders.
Absolutely. Yep. Deion Sanders is correct. Russell Wilson never played in the World Series. Bo Jackson never played in the Super Bowl. And Drew Henson, I don't think played in either, but he played football and baseball. So I just filled him in.
Russell never ended up playing pro.
No.
So
Deion Sanders
with the 49ers, right? Deion?
I think with the Niners and the Cowboys, because he played with the Niners. They beat the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game, went to destroy the Chargers, and then he went to the Cowboys and promptly, like Charles Haley, and then they promptly won with them as well. So yes, Deion Sanders is the correct answer there. Question number 10, and this is a true or false question. Okay. Very simple true or false question. So true or false? In anticipation of winning the Heisman Trophy, Notre Dame quarterback Joe Theismann had the pronunciation of his name officially changed to Theismann during the 1970 season to make it rhyme with the name of the award. Heisman. True or false?
No, hold on. Would he have done that? I do recall a story about him having it changed from Theismann to Theismann. I don't know that it's really to rhyme with the Heisman, though. So I'm gonna say false.
It's true.
No way.
It's true. He did so upon recommendation of a Notre Dame press official.
Seriously?
Yes, Heisman ended up losing the Heisman race to Jim Plunkett that year, but the pronunciation stuck around.
Wow, they really thought that would work.
They thought that would work. It did not.
That's ridiculous.
It did not work. Question number 11. How many Lombardi trophies did Vince Lombardi win?
I know the first 2 with the Packers there, 1 and 2. Huh? Didn't they came back for? Wait, which one was the Ice Bowl?
I'll give you a hint on this one because you're very quick to answer. It is a trick question.
Wait.
That's a pretty big hint.
If it's a trick question, now I want to say 0 for some reason.
That's correct. 0. And yes, he did win the first 2 Super Bowls with the Packers, but the trophy
it wasn't
was
the trophy.
Only, the trophy was only named after his death.
Okay, yeah,
So
that
he
makes
never-
sense. Yeah,
he
they're not
never
going to
won
name
the
it
Lombardi
after him
Trophy.
right when he first wins it. Yeah.
Exactly, right? That's a bit much. Like you win a thing for the first time and instantly name the trophy after yourself.
He'd have a big head.
Yeah.
You know, that Vince Lombardi, man, he egotistical.
2 more questions to go. This is number 12. Next year, in 2023, the NFL is going to see the 20th anniversary of what event? A. The first Super Bowl to go to overtime. B. The addition of the Houston Texans. C. Thursday Night Football. Or D. The retirement of the last white cornerback.
Okay, well, the Texans, what, 09? Was it? What were the first 2 options again? I'm not gonna say the white quarterback.
The cornerback. The first Super Bowl to go to overtime. The addition of the Houston Texans.
Okay, and what was the third one?
Thursday Night Football.
First Super Bowl to go to overtime.
Is that your answer?
Well, now I feel like it's wrong since you answered that way.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, it can't be the white cornerback, right?
It totally is the white cornerback.
No way.
Jason Sehorn played for 12 years with the New York Giants, then 1 more year with the St. Louis Rams, retired in 2003, never had a white cornerback in the NFL since.
I mean, I know there's none right now. There's a few safeties out there, but
yeah,
that's weird.
And the Houston Texans were added in 2002, so that is 1 year
damn,
earlier.
why was I thinking 9?
Not sure.
Huh. Yeah.
That was the last expansion team.
Okay.
And Thursday Night Football, I believe, is a bit newer than that. So that was the second to last. Here's the last question. Pat McInally, drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals in 1975, is the only player to ever score a perfect 50 points on the WONDERLIC intelligence test at the NFL Combine. What position did he play?
Wow, and what was his name again?
McInally? Pat McInally.
He scored higher than Fitzpatrick, huh?
Yep. Only perfect 50. Ever.
Let's see. What would be the smartest position on the field other than quarterback? Because we know Fitzpatrick is the highest WONDERLIC quarterback ever. So, I'm going to say center.
And he was a punter.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he was a punter. And he famously claimed that the test actually hurt his draft stock and he fell down the board because, quote, guys who are intelligent will challenge authority too much. And who really needs a genius punter?
Well, that's
if it's
true.
a quarterback, that's good. If you're a punter, who needs it? So he also, this is another fun anecdote, he also took the test again, like years after his retirement, and scored 49. So he retained pretty good odds.
Yeah.
To date, the only guy to ever score 50. So that is that's all 13 questions. Yeah. You have scored 5 points.
Yes, I did.
5 total points, which is
I felt good about that. I thought I was going to get 1.
Considering there was a bunch of trick questions there.
Yeah.
I like how you instantly knew Belichick. That was just the easiest question by far, even though it was open-ended.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So yeah, that is 5 points. To anyone who played along, you can evaluate that yourself. One point for each correct answer. 1 each for naming the 3 All-Pro rookie linebackers, and you can let us know your answers and also your points if you evaluate that yourself in the comments. And if you like it, we can do this again at some point. There's always a lot of trivia facts going around. I already have something prepared for next week, which is going to be is this player still active or not quiz, which is exactly what it sounds like, and we've played that before as well. Still got to add some more to those, but those you are pretty good at usually because of fantasy.
Yeah, make it a lot of offensive guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid skill positions because specifically you know those so well for fantasy. But that's gonna be next week, so something to look forward to there as well.